I know you gonna dig this.
Get funky with me.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing today? Here I am in Griffin, Georgia. What I thought was going to be a very small town, it's actually quite a big town. City. I mean, there's a lot of traffic. We're not too far from Atlanta. We're just south. So we're getting some of that Atlanta traffic, and it's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. I'm impressed, Griffin. I'm impressed. I like it. It's pretty cool here. I'm in Oak Hill Cemetery. And buried here, maybe, possibly, we don't know for sure, legendary gunslinger Doc Holliday. Remember the movie Tombstone, Val Kilmer? I'm your Huckleberry. You know, I'm your Huckleberry means I'm the man you want. I'm the one for you. I'm the man you want for the job. That's what it means. I'm your Huckleberry. Tombstone, one of the greatest movies ever made. One of the greatest westerns for sure. Doc Holliday is from this area. He died in Colorado, and there's a grave for him there. But a lot of people say that he's actually here, somewhere in the cemetery, possibly right behind me. We're going to take a look. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on here in Griffin. Now, there's a historical marker here, so I may not have to do much work in terms of memorization of what I've memorized, because I think this kind of says what I wanted to say. Look at these two plots here. Apparently, this is Doc Holliday and his father, but they're not sure. Doc Holliday, final resting place. He was a dentist. Did you know that? University of Pennsylvania. But then he went out west. And during his adventures out west, Doc Holliday received a notorious reputation as a gambler and a gunfighter. Wyatt Earp reportedly stated, "I found him a loyal friend and good company. He was a dentist whom necessity had made a gambler, a gentleman whom disease had made a vagabond." In reality, he was a dying man, and nothing could be done to extend his life. John Henry Doc Holliday died November 8th, 1887 at the age of 36 in Glenwood Springs, Colorado, from consumption, tuberculosis. Years earlier, the same disease claimed the lives of his mother Alice Jane and adopted brother Francisco Hidalgo, born Hidalgo. Local lore claims that after hearing of his son's death, Doc's father, Henry Holliday, traveled from Valdosta. I was just in Valdosta, it's south of here, right near the Florida border, westward to Colorado. Legend continues that Henry brought Doc back to Griffin to be buried in his hometown. This unmarked plot has been identified by some Holliday historians as the possible burial site of John Henry Doc Holliday. Additionally, some believe that the second unmarked grave belongs to Henry Holliday, who wished to be placed in eternal rest next to his son despite their estranged relationship. Placed here with permission of the Hopkins family. There he is right there. So, we've got two graves. Now, from what I understand, there are other Hollidays nearby. So we're looking at... I don't see... I thought they'd be right around here. I don't even think on Find a Grave they have this grave listed. I think they have the one out west. But you see, they're very, very old graves right in this area. There are some new ones I've passed by. Poplar Road is the road that runs through the cemetery, so get on Poplar Road, drive all the way through. You can't miss this historical marker. That's what I looked for. You'll find it. I was under the impression, though, that there are other Hollidays here. Let's take a look. So in Glenwood Springs, Colorado, at Linwood Cemetery, there actually was a burial. It's thought that some early winter bad weather made it hard to get the assigned plot, and he was instead quickly interred somewhere else on the grounds. But to this day, no one is 100% sure where he is. There's a fenced-in grave there with a marker, and it says on it, I believe, this memorial dedicated to Doc Holliday, who is buried someplace in this cemetery. So there are a bunch of other Hollidays here. I just don't. Oh, I think there might be something there in terms of a grave that's unmarked. Some loose soil there for sure. It was even said that at one point he was actually buried, but then the casket was dug up and brought back here. But given his reputation and growing fame as he was a Wild West folk hero, they left his grave unmarked so it wouldn't be disturbed. It is weird because his father was quite a wealthy man and well known, especially in Valdosta, that he wouldn't have a headstone. But if he wanted, because of the notoriety of his son, if he wanted to lay and rest next to him, it makes sense that it would be unmarked. We don't know. Is this Doc Holliday's actual grave? Let's look over here. I mean, if I can kind of give you an idea how big this cemetery is. Well, I'll tell you, it's big. Who knows where the Hollidays are? The rest of them. I don't see any around here. What's strange is we don't even know which one is Doc Holliday's and which one is his dad's. Let alone if we know if this is actually Doc Holliday's grave. We don't know. I do have places on this one right here for both gentlemen. Isn't that very odd, though? With how famous he is, and I mean, people love the Wild West. People love anything to do with that. I'm surprised there hasn't been the body hasn't been exhumed, a DNA test or something. I mean, it was 1887. I don't know. Just a quick little stop I thought I would make here in Griffin. Something I've heard about and I wanted to see. There we go. So, What do you think? Write in the comments. Is Doc Holliday in Colorado? Or is Doc Holliday home in Griffin? Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.